Boy, I was really hoping Strange Happening 200 was my last video. I really, really was. I was trying to force myself not to do another video. Did mention in that last one that if something new odds started happening, I would let you know. So stuff is continuing as usual, as usual. Just in, lately, within the last week, there have been more flashes of light. Back in Strange Happening 176, was one with, I had heard Linda Moulton Howe talking about some people that have these alien experiences kind of thing. Sometimes there's these flashes of light that they can't explain. And I mentioned that, that's happened to me before. Well, it's happened at least twice in the last 1 week. They're starting to happen more often. The first one happened down at the Pink House. Late at night there, we've got solar lights pointing at the house. The solar lights started turning on and off, and then back on and back off. They're not motion sensor activated. I just figured it was happening because it was a cloudy day. They weren't fully charged, and maybe the charge ran out, and then the charge built back up in the middle of the night somehow, like in 11 o'clock at night, midnight, and then it came back on for some reason. I don't know. They started doing that. No biggie. It was a cloudy day. No biggie. Trying to go to sleep there was a light that woke me up, and I looked, and it was like a light outside the window. We've got these pulled down curtains to try to block heat and stuff like that. It's just these plastic pulled down shades. And it's like a beam of light shining in one of them, just fast, just like, and then gone real fast. I got up, and we have security cameras and CCTVs, so I can look around the house. So I turned the TV on and looked at all the cameras around the house. Didn't see anything. I sat there for a while watching, and nothing. So I went back to sleep. And then there was my eyes are closed, super bright flash of light in the entire bedroom with a sound like tearing paper, but a higher pitch on it. Just higher pitch. And it was just a really bright light with my eyes closed. Just came through my eyelids, just really super bright. Freaked me out. I was up for at least another 30 minutes looking at the cameras. Just freaked out a little bit. Nothing out there. Didn't see anything on the cameras. Nothing around. But it did freak me out a little bit. And then came back home here to my main house, here where I'm at now. And there was a focused blast of light in the corner of the bedroom. It's just a focused bright flash of light in the corner of the bedroom. And I would have thought that it was just me. I was still awake at this point, and my eyes were open. For some reason, my eyes were open, and I was just getting into bed, and then there was this flash of light. And I would have thought it was just me, except my pet reacted to it as well. My cat slid me and everything. And when that flash of light happened, the cat just bolted up and looked at it, straight at it. That's not just me. My pets did the same thing. Focused where that flash of light was. So it wasn't me. I mean, I thought, maybe it's a sign of strokes or something, these flashes of light. But with the pets focused on it as well when it happened. I don't know. That's just a couple of things within the last week of the flashes of light. Something else I had started doing also is I had started reading this by J.J. Hurtak. It's the Pistis Sophia by Desiree and J.J. Hurtak. Just started reading it. Hit page 140. So everything in there seems very familiar. And page 140 is talking about some Jesus sayings and things he's trying to talk to Mary about in different dimensions and things like that, how these energies are on one hand, on the left hand, and these different energies and dimensions and what they're like and everything else. And then these other energies on the right hand side that do one thing, and it's like spiraling energies. Did y'all see my last video talking about this with music? And I'm talking about the left hand and then the right hand. They're saying the exact same thing here on page 140. And then when you're able to kind of get it, understand, and that sound? I don't know what that sound was just then. It's a weirder sound. Okay, anyway. Well, I got chill bumps right now. Anyway, oh, the strangest feeling. Oh, that's a weird feeling. Anyway, let me get through this. The two energies, and it also talked about they change, and in the center it becomes like a helical flow of energies flowing upwards. These spiraling energies flowing upward from the center. And that's exactly what I put in my last video, and then I just read it, like this week. Just read it. Right there. So it's again one of those things about experiencing things and then finding about it later with that suspicious observer image and then reading it here in this book. It's like, that's funny. Also, something else that's been going on is in my book, I referenced, and I've mentioned maybe in some past videos about feeling these entities out there on this other dimension, this other space, whatever, the lower astral or whatever it is. But there are these others that are higher up. I can just barely sense and see higher up there that's just been watching. It's like, I would say that they've come down, but it's not like that. It's more like maybe I've moved up or something, but somehow we're more on the same level. It's like they're all around me now. And it's these really positive ones all around me now, it seems like. Very positive feelings all around with them. And it's in this other space. It's not the lower ones at all. At all. It's all these others. Positive. It sounds weird and wacky, so there you are. Anyway, also, something else that's happened this week. My favorite little science guy I watched just came out with a video the last day or two. Right now it is early in the morning, Memorial Day at 12:22 in the morning, a.m., 12:22 a.m., Memorial Day. I don't party or do any of that kind of stuff. So I'm just... But my favorite little science guy is they're confirming, several papers have now confirmed the gravity waves rippling across the universe, and there is this background hum. They're thinking from the gravity waves, and I mentioned that it does come... I've talked about this in past videos with the gravity waves. I've talked about it in my very first presentation that I did with Sheila Seppi's group and the Cosmic Conversations. It's out there. It's even on my video site, my very first presentation, and I had a slide on this talking about gravity and gravity waves, and in another video talking about how it comes from all sides and they're everywhere all the time. And he just put that video out in the last day or two talking about it, that the scientists have now confirmed all that. So, yay, scientists. It's a little more to it than just that, but yay, scientists. Almost there. Anyway, that's it. Last couple of days. That one major flash at the pink house with the flashing lights and the beam of light in the window, and then the flash of light as I'm trying to go and see with that sound. It just freaked me out quite a bit, actually. Don't remember anything else from it. Not trying to. So, yes, I have taken Linest to go to sleep. I take prescription sleeping pills mainly because, not because of that kind of thing. Now I'm rambling, but I still do take sleeping pills almost every night. If I don't, I can't sleep because I am constantly seeing things as clear as this room, but it's other places. And I think I've mentioned that before. So I am now rambling because I have taken a sleeping pill and it's affected me, wanting me to go to sleep. Sorry for this video. I really meant that last one to be my very last video. Strange Happening 200. Tonight there was a online Zoom presentation with Karen Swain from Australia. She met with another gentleman. He's got a new channel on YouTube called Wise Old Soul. That gentleman at one point, Karen Karin had talked to him about interviewing me, and I'm like, I was up for it earlier in May before doing that last video, really. And now it's like, I don't think I'm going to do any more presentations, no more interviews, no more anything like that. Things are moving even faster now. It's hard to explain, but things are moving so fast now. I need time for me to just try to keep up instead of trying to stress over a presentation or scheduling things like that. It's hard enough to keep up with the day-to-day stuff on Strange Happenings. It's enough just for me to try to keep up because things are moving very fast now. Funny thing is, I can only read this in blocks. I can't do it all. I understand everything in there is part of it. I understand everything in there. So I might read for 2 hours and get through 10 pages, maybe 20 pages in 2 hours. I'm a fast reader, but when I'm reading these words, I'm getting all these concepts and images and understanding because of experiences. Okay, I'm rambling. Good night. I don't know if this is the last video ever. I really meant that one to be the last one. Good night.